Solo.
And hello! Welcome to Solo Playthroughs! Mike, crooked, I'm crooked! And not in the corrupt kind of way. Well, maybe, I don't know. How much do you really know me? Questions. Alright, let's go! We are going to Farmingdale this morning and this afternoon, because I might just do Epic, because I haven't done Epic in a long time. I don't get to stream this very often, and I want to do Epic. So join me. A little false advertising. I think I said long solo. We're going to do Epic solo and just make it happen. Yeah, not going to do the co-op rules. I like the co-op rules, but woof, they had a fair amount of difficulty and some extra overhead. So I don't want to deal with that right now. I want to do an epic solo thing. Thing is the technical term. And we have Mateo says, let's go defend Farmingdale. Cannot agree more, sir. And then we have another amazing game I bought after watching your playthroughs. I apologize for your bank account. All right, let's make it happen. So I am got things out. Sorry for rolling out here 5 minutes late. Someone who watches this in 2 weeks is gonna be like, it was perfectly on time for me, sir. And that's how you sound in my head. Let's make this happen. We're gonna shuffle up the fate cards. I do have to get the director's cut thing, epic solo. There's the mega epic co-op, which is not recommended for co-op. I love how they have like, hey, here's some co-op options we don't recommend, unless you really don't like winning games ever. But yeah, we're gonna have all of the special events. It's gonna be crazy. The research deck is going to be packed. I don't remember the last time I won this game on or off camera. I do remember some really epic, unfortunate losses happening in recent months, but such is life when you have to do the hard things like defend Farmingdale from the Zeds. The Zeds, they are French. Or not, I don't know. Whatever. It's going to be one of those days, guys. Bear with me. And women, of course, we have the Fate deck over here. One of the things that kept me from starting on time was I could not find this card. It was hiding in the box right where it was supposed to be, but that's fine. So I use hiding loosely. We have our 5. Dear God, what have I done? All right, we have the 5 late research cards that we need to use. I'm going to add 2 more late research cards. They are super varied, so I do roll the die for these suckers. Because, where's my D8s? Here's one. All right, 4 is the one in the middle, and now I need a D6. It's a 1, so these are going to get added to these 5 cards. I'll randomize these pretty quick, because woof. All right, 7, 4, 1, 4, 3, 4, and that. All right, that's going to go there. And we shall now get our early research cards. We need, to start the game, we need 7 of these in solo. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Keep those handy. We'll probably have to add more as the game goes on. Let me pause this for a second. standard attack of the Sinus Zed that likes to make my life difficult. All right, we're going to be good there. So now we just need to do the event deck, because that's not going to take forever. All right, so we need all 4 of these special. Nope, lying, big liar. We need all 3 of these special events for Chapter 4. And to that, I'm going to shuffle up the Chapter 4 cards, make sure these are all sorted correctly. It looks good. And I'm going to take 5 of these. One, two, three, four, 5. The rest of these are good. We're going to take these. We're going to shuffle them with this. Part of me is tempted to fully randomize these with the die, but you know, we're good. I do need to get my end card. There are 7 of these here, I believe. That is correct. Shuffle them up real quick so I don't know which is which, and roll the die. We'll do from the bottom to the top because I'm a weirdo. That goes there. So that's 9 cards there. The 10th card up is going to be the National Guard. All right, Chapter 3, we have all 4 of the Chapter 3 special events. We're going to roll, shuffling, same thing. We're going to shuffle this deck, and we're going to take 11 of these cards. I think the last time I tried Epic Solo was when I lost on the very last card. But, that could be wrong. Feels right. Feels right. And I believe, I told Herman Lutman, and I believe he relished that fact. So that's a thing. Yeah, you mentioned to him in a chat or a comment. I'm pretty sure he sent back a laughing face emoji, if I'm remembering the story correctly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So those are for Chapter 3. These are going to get added to this. And we'll shuffle these up. Zeds is one of those games. I haven't played it with my friends often, but every friend I've introduced it to has absolutely loved it. And I think that's just kind of a testament to like how, just the core of this game is just so, man, I'm really trying to do very particular things. All right. The core of this game is just so fun. I mean, it's just the events, the wording, the phrases, the phrasing used, the tropes from zombie movies. I mean, it's just really, really well executed across the board. And the rumors and the rails, just all of it, just kind of, it's a game that's designed to really create moments that you'll remember, and it's just so good, so good. In hindsight, like if I think about like Plum Island Horror, right? I again, Plum Island Horror is a good game for someone, just not a good game for me. If you want to see me not enjoy a game, you can watch that playthrough. I wouldn't recommend it. I would watch a playthrough with somebody who actually enjoys the game. You'll probably get a better taste for it and what it does well. But I think it's just like I love this game so much. Like it would have been really hard for Plum Island Horror to really meet my expectations. So it is what it is. So don't harm, no foul. I just, played a game a couple of times I didn't like and went to sell it. Jonathan K. Zeds. Hey Greg. Hey all. Hello, Jonathan Kukusky. I'm trying to remember who originally recommended this game to me. Was it you, Jonathan? I'm trying to remember. There was someone in a live stream who was like, are you gonna play Zeds? And I was like, what the hell is Zeds? It was years ago, man. This channel. So many memories. All right, getting 11 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, I know Philip recommended Space Empires 4X. And I know Darkest Night was recommended by, God, I'm blanking on his name. The kid in Australia. He's in college, but definitely learned about a lot of cool games from all y'all over the years. Fortunately, nope, not me. I ended up getting after seeing it here. Nice. Who the hell was it? It was definitely someone during a live stream. It was like one of my earliest live streams. Someone brought up Zeds out of nowhere. I think it was a Spirit Island playthrough, and someone was bringing up Zeds, and I was like, "What? What is that?" I don't like zombie movies, but this seems interesting. I mean, I will. I do I not like zombie movies? I don't love zombie movies. Like, I'm not a zombie movie guy, but I will tolerate them for short sequences. I don't really like a ton of movies. Just rather be playing board games. But although that said, it's not zombie, but it feels like a little bit zombie adjacent. My kid just got me watching From on Amazon Prime. Oh, that show's crazy. Definitely not my normal go-to, but my kid was adamant that I needed to watch it. I was like, okay. So here we are watching From. But yeah, definitely would recommend, especially if you like horror. All right, I need 6 of these puppies. So that's that. This is chapter 1. This is going to go here. So I should have 6, 30, 30. So I should have 46 cards here. 36 plus 10, 46. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Event deck is ready. Jeremy says, every time I watch this, I want to put it on the table. Gotta own it first. Marcel says, hello, greetings from Germany. Hello, how are you? Hope things are amazing there. All right, I'm gonna put this here. Yeah, to put a game on the table, owning it does seem like an important first step. I would agree with that assessment. All right, let's make some magic happen, kids, shall we? I think we're pretty spaced out. I'm not using this space extremely efficiently, so we'll see how we get heroes and stuff, but I should have enough room to do what I need to do here. I have all the barricades out, all the tokens I need over there and there, so we're good. So let's go ahead and get our heroic civilian. I don't need to roll this. This is not secret information. I don't need to shuffle this. I do need to roll this. It's not secret information here, so I'm rolling a d10 because there are 9 heroic civilians. Is this a d12? No, it's a d10. Booyah, it's a 6. So counting from the bottom, 3, 6, we have Bob Bauer's crew. Gonna be a barricade kind of day, it seems. And now we have to go get our heroic civilians. The most important part. All right, what should I do? Let me do it this way. So there's 21 of these suckers, which is super fun. So I'm gonna roll a d6. I rolled a 5, so we're looking at the bottom 7. And then I'm going to roll a d8. Right. I rolled a 10. That's a d10, dude. I rolled a 10 on the d8. Impressive. That's a 2. So first we have Wilson the Hermit. Wilson's grown on me over the years. We have 20 left. That's a 3. We get Alan Zeno Jones. We have 19 left. That's a 7. 6. Captain Piazza. Now notice, if you're playing the way the game suggests, you should be picking one and then randomize the other 3. I like to just randomize all of them. I find it more interesting that way, but I've been told I play wrong. But it definitely increases the difficulty of a game that probably doesn't need more difficulty, but that's fine. But sometimes you get really lucky combos that you never would have thought of. That's a 20. That's unhelpful. There's 18 left here and 1. So, Special Agent Wright. Interesting. Don't hate it. Special Agent Wright does have science, so we could indeed try to do the laboratory thing. She also has the diamond clearance, so that could help us take care of some stuff in the tunnel track if that's what we want to do. So let's kind of go through what we have. So Bob Bauer's crew, heroic civilians. They move 3 when they move. They fight on the 3 side. Put this dude here. Barricades is an action for 1 supply that can build a barricade on its space or on an adjacent space. That's really sick. Explosive devices. Once per turn, this unit may spend an explosive devices token to convert 2 supplies to 1 ammo. We will not be doing that much. Place the used explosive devices marker on this card to keep track of when you use this ability. Bridges. While on the Farmingdale suspension bridge space, as an action, you may remove the ferry marker, essentially repairing the bridge. That could also be helpful, especially if that comes out early in the game. Great. Captain Piazza. Captain Piazza. Let me get all these guys out. So Captain Piazza, she's in the house. All right. Elite Sniper, Piazza can make a long-range gunfire attacks. Her gunfire strength is placed only on range. If she's 3 spaces away, her gunfire attack is a 3. If she's 2 spaces away, her gunfire attack is a 4. If she's adjacent, her gunfire attack is only a 2. Overwatch, after she makes a gunfire attack, she may withdraw, move away from her target by 1 space. Any player unit in her space, except in town center, may be moved with her, including defiant civilians. Remove that defiant marker. And I'm assuming that also means villages too. I'd have to look it up real quick, but I'm pretty sure that she can move any player unit, and villages are indeed a player unit. Ammunition crafting. Players can make her Piazza can make her own ammo and then shoot. Spend 2 actions to make a gunfire attack using 0 ammo. This may be done. This may be done multiple times per action phase, and then there's something in a versus game. But whoever plays this game versus, that's not a thing. I do want to roll. First of all, I should get this down here. I'm gonna roll to get my starting supplies and ammo. I rolled a 7. So 7 supplies, and 6 minus the lower number gives us 5 ammo to start the game. Not bad. All right, Alan Zeno Jones. He moves. He can move a 5. He fights as a 4 on his healthy side, a 3 on his non-healthy side. He is a science, so he also can go into the laboratory. All right, here we go. Here's Alan. So science can be moved. He can be moved into a hospital space. Hospital. I'm talking too fast. Can be moved into a hospital staff office or laboratory space. Where did he go? During the 4R phase, you can spend 1 available refugee activation to place this hero directly on the laboratory or a hospital staff office space. If he is on one of these spaces, you can spend 1 available refugee activation to move him directly to any empty space containing no players, raiders, or Zeds units. His own agenda, so we're going to get that little special thing. Ding, ding, ding. He receives a character action to spend on his unit only. Place his own agenda marker on this card to keep track of when you have used this ability. Prototype gun. This hero consumes 1 supply instead of 1 ammo when making a gunfire attack. And human testing. While Zeno is in a hospital staff office, he can spend his own agenda action to move 1 unit in a hospital bed to the cemetery to turn over the next research card for free. Pretty gnarly, and definitely something we're going to probably do at least once. Wilson the Hermit, Scavenger. He can move 4. He does not do much fighting. He is a 2 on his healthy side, a 1 on his weak side. Thanks, but no thanks. You kind of suck. But what is he good for? Wilson, he rolls 2 dice when conducting a forage action. Lucky Charm. When Wilson is stacked with another player unit, but not in town center, that unit can roll an extra die for all of their rolls, including combat and saving rolls, and select which die to use to determine the outcome. Shortcuts. As part of the move action, Wilson can move from any space to the same numbered space on an adjacent track for 1 movement point. A player unit in the same space as Wilson may take a shortcut as part of its own move action. Premonition. While in play, the top card of the fate draw pile can be expected at any time. So let me see what that is. Oh, it's a good one. All right, that makes me happy. We have Special Agent Wright. She is here. All right, science can be moved into a hospital staff office or laboratory space. Intelligence support team, she receives +1 shift in all hand-to-hand combat and gunfire attacks. Experimental gear, Wright gets a rugged roll. Each time she receives a hit, you roll a die. She cancels that hit on a 5 or a 6. If she's stacked with Wilson, she cancels it on if she rolls a 5 or a 6 on either die, because she would roll 2. Call for intel. As an action, examine the next event card and put it back on top of the deck face down, but that is an action. Probably not something we're gonna do often. Actions are at a premium, but might be useful down the road. And medevac coordination while Wright is in a hospital staff office. Add 1 to all player units. Saving rolls. Hold on un segundo. Uh, yeah, but the expansion with rumors and rails makes it a little easier, but I think it's super funny to play. I always use it. Yeah, I think all the expansions, the characters that are added, like Bouncing Betty, like definitely make the game a net easier. But it's this is a game that could use could be could benefit from being made a little bit easier. Marcel, not my favorite heroes. Instant combo. Jeremy says, I like that you play your games how they unfold and don't retcon things to make it better for you. Very authentic. Thank you. Yeah, I try not to do too much retconning. Um, yeah, I probably do a little bit more on video at times where I'm like, well, this game would be over now, so let me try to make it a little bit more interesting. Um, but yeah, home, like I'll just, just restart it. Why not? But people play how they want. It's a solo game. The police are not coming, I promise. And Marcel, any bets win Oder lost today? Win over win some sort of typo there. Um, I would, if we're playing Zeds, I would always bet on the loss, but unless I'm getting really good odds on the win. But yeah, not. It's an interesting assortment of heroes. So definitely not some of the strongest, but also not the weakest by any means. We could be worse. We might have pickles. Yes, pickles. I don't like you. Let's go forward. The event to start it all off is infected. Oh, we have more things to do, kids. We have more things to do. We need a regular Zeds unit on every track. I got so excited, I forgot. So that's a 5 in the suburbs. That's a 9 in the forest track. That's awesome. And by awesome, I mean not awesome. Um, we have the 6 in the mountain terrain. The 6 in the highway track. I'm going to have to turn a fan on too because woof, I'm sweating. And a 4 in the highway track. I know you all wanted to be thinking about me and my sweaty pits right now. We're going to roll a d6. So first one's going to be close to town center for the special security forces. I rolled a 6. So the number of strength 4 is going to go there. Strength 3 goes into the security guard post. And then we're going to start getting the regular civilians out. I need a d8. First one's going to go there. It's a 6. So we get a strength 3 over here. There's only 6 left. 4, strength 2 goes here. There's 5 left. 6, there's only 5 left. 3, strength 2 goes here. 6, there's only 4 left. 3, strength 3 goes here. 3, we're not going to get the strength 4 guy, are we? Come on, baby. There we go. The strength 4 goes in town center. That is perfection. All right, strength 2 out the game. We'll see you next time. Hold on one sec. Woo! All right, little cross ventilation going on right now. Now we can go to the first event. What is it? Boom! The infected water supply. All right, raiders, rangers, refugees, rescuers. 4R is 1. That means Xeno can use that activation to go right into the lab. Hello, Xeno. Have fun labbing. Now we are going to spend. We're going to infection roll 2 dice, but our infection level is 0, so I'm not going to bother. Eat. We'd have to roll higher than a 0. I think we'd be able to manage that. We are going to activate both the mountain track and the forest track. At the beginning of this phase, we roll a die. I rolled a 5. Apply that many total losses in any combination of supply losses and hits to player units. Well, golly gee whiz. You were we activating? Probably. Do I try to do a saving roll? I'm tempted to kill one of these suckers, but I don't want them to be. If I had a 2 in town center, I could apply 3 things to there, just put it in a friggin' hospital, and then send it on its way. Send it on its way. Five is a lot, kids. Alright, we're gonna do. This guy's pretty much toast anyway, so we're gonna do 3 hits to this guy. And then 1 and 1. That's a great way to start. Love it. Hey, I don't want to lose any supplies, so that's that. We're going to now activate the mountain track. Boop. We're going to activate the forest track. Boop. And then we get 2 player actions. His own agenda. We are going to do a research roll. I need a 3, 4, 5, or 6. I rolled a 1. Is that good? Nope, not quite. All right, good times. I'm going to use this player action. I need a 3, 4, 5, or 6. I rolled a 2. Going to use this action, 3, 4, 5, or 6. A 6. All right, going to be one of those days. Pamphlets. Heal up to 2 civilian units by 1 hit each with normal decreases. We'll just heal these 2 guys. That worked out well. And I need a 5 or a 6 for the next one. That's going to be hard to do without our friend Professor G. When veteran reporters from the Clarion Courier went to the lab for a story, they realized that there was something they could do to really help, and that was to get the word out and help people prepare. All right, need a 5 or a 6 to get to the next level. Yeah. I mean, I should start using Bauer to get these things out, because that's going to be important. We will use this last action to move Bauer to here with his 3 movement. That's that. We're going to go to the housekeeping phase. We're going to ready that, ready this. This is discarded. We go to the event number 2. That was exciting. Bam! Hunting Lodge located. Raiders, Rangers, Refugees, Rescuers is 0. Infection is, we don't have to roll at all. Eat, no. Eat, we'd have to roll higher than a 0. I think we're good there. Zeds phase, we're activating the mountain track. This comes in, this goes up. It is Zeds times 2. Defiant marker comes away. We are going to Zeds times 2, because it does a 6 to a 3. We're rolling. Probably should stop putting that there. The dice aren't. No great way to do this. But all right, we're rolling. Just to trust my rolls, kids. I rolled a 7. Zeds times 2. I rolled a 7. That is 3 damage to you. All right. This place, the villagers are like, oh no! So they're running away now. And this begets our first candy corn of the game onto Lefty's pass. We now are activating the highway track, the suburbs track that goes there. Done. We're going to go to the action phase. We get 3 event actions. At the end of this phase, put plus 2 ammo players on the campground. Place the goodies marker in the space as a reminder. So goodies here. We need to get a unit up there. What do I want to do? Yeah. I don't think. Well, I could take the train, get Piazza up here, but again, she's better from a bit of distance. I could take the train. Take Wilson, and right. But remember, we have a stacking limit of 2 units up in that place. It's just a player unit, right? Great. I'm going to use this to move this guy here because he isn't doing well. I'm going to use an activation to take this train up to the mine with this, yeah, mountain track. So they can carry 2 player units. So the train's going to come up here. Now we're rolling 3 dice. That's super helpful. So that was an action. So I used 2 actions. One, I moved that guy there. One, I did that. So I have 2 actions left. Plus, I have his own agenda. As an action for 1 supply. All right, we're gonna do a gunfire attack with Special Agent Wright. It's Xeno that uses supplies. She uses ammo. So gunfire attack action. I'm rolling 3 dice because I'm with Wilson the Hermit. And I get a +1 shift. So it's a 4 +1 shift. So we're doing a gunfire attack of a 5. I use the best 2 dice. That's a 9. And 9 gives me 3 hits. So we flip this dude over to that side. That makes me feel a little bit better. We have 1 action left. I'm going to use Bob Bauer's crew. I'm going to spend this and a supply. And we're going to put a barricade on an adjacent space right here. All right. So I moved, I trained, I attacked, I Bob Bauer's crewed it. Oh, I have his own agenda. Might as well. We're in the laboratory. I need a 5 or a 6. A 4. Woof. So I've 4 research actions and I've gotten 1 done. Copeland Zeds, great to see you, Greg, and everybody in real time. Got to run to work, but don't die. CC, been thinking of trying this game, but primarily play games at 2 players. Do you think it's a decent as a co-op game for 2 who enjoy difficult co-op games as Robinson Crusoe? I really don't like Crusoe. I like this game so much more, and I think it's great at 2. It can be a little bit long if you're depending on the mode you're playing on, but I played this with 2 with several friends, and they've all really enjoyed it. So it is it's a little fiddly until you get the rules down and get that rhythm. So it's going to be a bit more complicated than Crusoe. But I just think the storytelling, the immersive nature to me is so much better. And look, Crusoe, if you just play the first couple of scenarios, fine. I think Crusoe really started to tail off hard for me as you got into like the scenarios 4, 5, 6, and 7. I just thought were so wildly unbalanced and like not very fun, and very much I felt they were like on rails. But that's just me. But yeah, like I love this game. I love what it does, and I do think it plays really well at 2. So short answer is yes, I would recommend. All right, so this is done. I was at the end of the round. I was at the campground space. I get 2 more ammo, so we're at 6 and 6. And that is done. The thing is with Xeno, I don't really feel like killing this dude because it's a strength 3, strength 2s. I would have no problem doing the human testing, but we'll see. All right, this comes down, this comes down, this goes away, and huzzah. We now go to the next event. Let's move, people. Raiders, Rangers, Refugees, Rescuers. So 4R1, I'm going to use that. I can't move that one twice because, villagers are slow. I have another 4R. The Forest Tract is activating. I could take Piazza up there. Yeah, let's do that. So we're going to move here and here. Go to the farm. When I get to the farm, I get... Oh, I did not take my 2 ammo for bringing the train there. So I had 5, I should have been to 7, I spent 1, I should have get up to 8 because of the campground. Then I went to the farm, I get 3 more supplies, that goes to 6 to 9. All right, so those are my 2 4R activations. 1 I used on the train, 1 I used on the fleeing refugees. Infection, no. Again, we're still at a 1, so I couldn't possibly roll below that anyway. Eat, I have nothing in the refugee camp and nothing in the hospital, so I would need to roll higher than a 0. Forest track activating, and the mountain track is activating. All right, this comes in, this goes up. How's this going to work? Well, we have Piazza. So she rolls 2 dice. We're rolling a third die because Wilson is there. She's a 4 plus 1, so she's a 5. 5 against a 3 is human advantage. However, we get a terrain shift for the mine, so it gets humans times 2, and a terrain shift because of the train. The train is there as well. Those can stack. It's one of the few times terrain things can stack. So we're rolling 2 dice. Come on, baby. I rolled a 9. 9 Zeds times human times 3. That does 3 damage. Nothing to Agent Right. We have managed to kill Mr. Zeds on the mountain track. Most excelente. So that's that. Action phase, we get 4 actions. During this phase, all move actions that begin in town center are free. Well, would you look at that? There's only 1 unit there. It is a very strong unit, but it's also a unit that can only move 2. So, not sure that's super great. I do want to flip that train over. I'll probably leave that candy corn. 1 candy corn on a spot is realistic. Zeno's still in the lab. Yeah, I'm not going to do much with him. So I'm going to do laboratory. I need a 5 or a 6. Ugh. Research. It's not a good day for research, kids. We're just we're struggling. Struggling. All right, I have 5 actions. 1, I'm going to do a gunfire attack of a 4 with Piazza. She's 2 spaces away, so that's her best place. I'm going against that level 9 Zed unit. And I rolled a 5. What does that do? Well, 1 damage. That's pretty gross. Oh, I have to spend the ammo for that too. I'm struggling. 7, 9, 8, so 7. So because I did not do ammunition crafting. I'm going to use this action to move Bob 3. 1, 2, 3. We're using this action and it's applied to put a barricade out here. Again, it could be an adjacent space. We are going to... we'll do it here. We'll use this as a free action. Let's move people, get that guy out there. Kind of just keep one of our stronger civilian units guarding that. That's free because of the event. We have 2 actions left. I think Piazza's in a really good spot right there. I think keep trying to hammer that. So we're going to spend an action and an ammo. She's doing a gunfire attack of a 4, a 3. I'm absolutely rolling super well, kids. This and an ammo. This is not going well. I rolled a 4. So 3 actions, 3 bullets, and I did 1 damage. That's all right. Okay, well, shoot. I feel great about that. That's awesome. That the 5 bullets. 5, yeah, I did 4 gunfire attacks. That's a problem. Well, the math is going to turn. I'm going to roll big soon. Just got it. Law of averages. All right, we're halfway through chapter 1. Let's move on. Next, heroic civilians arrive. That's good. Raiders, rangers, refugees, rescuers. We're going to move these refugees. Infection, I have to roll higher than a 2. I rolled an 11. What a fucking waste. That's great. Eat, I don't have to roll at all. Activating the diamond track. Bam, candy corn. That's 2 out of 12 on the board. And highway track also activates for the first time today. These can flip back. 2 event actions. At the beginning of this phase, place a new random heroic civilian unit in town center. There's 8 heroic civilians left. I'm going to roll a d8. That's a 1, so taking the bottom card. It is the Savior Corps. All right, not exactly who I was hoping for, but we'll take them. Wolf. They're definitely better cards. What does the Savior Corps do? So, and they come in town center. They have this and this. So, Field Medical Station. Once per action phase, this unit may spend its Field Med Station's action marker and 1 supply to perform 1 heal action to a unit on or adjacent to its space. Emergency preparedness during each eat phase, add +1 to your roll when rolling for supply, and when they enter play, immediately gain 2 supplies. Boop, up to 10. Okay. We're going to do his own agenda. I need a 5 or a 6 because one of these times it's going to work. Hey, it's 6. All right, research, half turning. While this is the current research card, all Zeds outbreaks automatically reset the infection level to 2. Some homeopathic treatments seem to have had an effect, in that some people do not fully turn into a Zed, but slowly half turn into one. It has slowed down outbreaks locally, but people distrust the newly half turned more than they fear the turned, and a 4, 5, or 6 lets us move forward. Alrighty then. That was good. I'm pot committed with Piazza. So that ammo, I'm doing a gunfire attack of a 4. I rolled a 3. That ammo, doing a gunfire attack of a 4. I rolled a 6. Holy cow. 1 damage. This is nuts. That ammo, gunfire attack of a 4. A 7! Holy crap! Two bullets left. All right. Wilson can forwards there. He's rolling 2 dice. We can start getting some ammo back. But I really wanted to flip that thing, and the fact that it took me 6 freaking gunfire attacks to do it is not good. Because I missed 3 times. 1 damage, 1 damage, 2 damage. All right. That was my turn. Super awesome. These get ready. That was just me being stubborn because I was just like, I'm flipping these things no matter what I do because holy cow. Like having that 9 on the board, that dude could just really tear through me in a way that's not great. So the 5th event card, there's only 2 left. Fortune favors the prepared. Raiders, Rangers, Refugees, Rescuers. I'm going to move the Refugees. I really want to get my first rumor out there. So 4 are there. Infection level, I have to roll higher than a 2. I rolled a 5. Eat, I have to eat 1, down to 9. We are activating the highway track. So this goes in, this goes up, the defiant marker goes away. It is Zeds times. Oh, wait. I messed that up before. I forgot to do the terrain shift when it was a 6 to a 3. So I did the Zeds times 2. It should have been 1 it would have been 1 less damage to this guy. But they still would have flipped. Yeah. Just trying to look at the chart. I realized I forgot to do a terrain shift for the first combat I did. But we're good now. All right, so this guy goes in, so it's Zeds times 3 becomes Zeds times 2 because of the terrain shift. Yeah, because I remember I rolled a 7 because I did 3 damage, and instead I should have just done taken 2 damage and did 1. The rest of it would have played out the same because he flipped and then died. So it's fine. But all right, Zeds times 2. Come on, baby. Oh, just not my day for rolling. We got a 3. These guys are fleeing. And these Zeds now have a candy corn on Innsbruck. We're good. And one other. Yeah, I'm not sure I want to get another Defiant Villagers out by now. I'll activate the diamond track. Seems to make the most sense. All right. One action. This is super awesome. This is the last. Now we have one more. At the beginning of this phase, do a Zeds pressure event. We're not doing those. We're not playing co-op rules. Then each hero and heroic civilians unit in a named space may conduct one free forage action. All right. We'll do this track. That doesn't apply to anybody. Hero on the farm can do a free forage action. I rolled a 2, killing it. Over town center, the savior corps can do a free forage action. That's a heroic civilians unit. I rolled a 5 in town center. That gets me a supply up to 10. A forage action. Since she's with Wilson, she gets to roll 2. We choose our favorite. I rolled a 6, 2 ammo. That's super nice. Wilson gets to roll for himself. He always rolls 2. He rolls a 5, 1 ammo. That's super nice. And we have Bob Bauer on a named space in a town space. He rolls a 3, so nothing happened in there. All right, so got 3 bullets back. That makes me feel slightly better about life. I think I let that 4 come in. I have 2 actions, his own agenda. Yeah, Zeno's gonna go. We need a 4, 5, or a 6. There we go. Another research card out. We heard you were dead. You may immediately retrieve 1 unit from the cemetery and place it at town center, having only 1 hit remaining. Bad news and rumors of bad news swept among the gossip groups of Farmingdale with amazing velocity. Any loved one unaccounted for was rumored to be eaten, or worse, but occasionally those among the lost would eventually turn up, worse for wear, but very much still alive. Well, no one's dead yet, so that's not a thing. That's not a thing that we're doing. But we've gone through 3 of the 7 early research cards. That's good, I think. We got some forwarding for free, which was super nice. Yeah, I think I'm going to do want to get these barricades set up. Seems high pry. So we're gonna move 1 with move with Bob Bauer's crew, and then we're gonna do this action and a supply to put a barricade here again on the space or an adjacent space. If we get all 5 barricades out, that would be a good start. Sing. Marcel, love both games so much. Robinson with the 60 scenarios and the adventure book are great, but I always play both games only for myself. Bottom chess mates, please. Yeah, for real. Betty to have the bad dice rolls at the beginning. Oh, better to have the bad dice rolls at the beginning. Yeah, for sure. And Jeremy says, we're all good here. How are you, Han? All right. What's happening? All right, that's the end. We go to housekeeping. These go, these go away. And one more chapter 1. And then we start getting into lots of badness. Because everything feels, this is about the time in the game you're like, oh, I'm in control. And then you're like, you know you're not. You've played this too many times to be so naive. Yeah, we've only gotten 3. Well, at least I've rolled a little bit better. We need a 5 or a 6 for the next one. That's not going to be great. Wandering Zeds. Raiders, Rangers, Refugees, Rescuers. The highway track is activating. The mountain track is not. So, bam, that's the 4R we're using. I know my trains have not flipped over at all, which isn't great. Infection level, I need to roll higher than a 3. I rolled a 7. Eat 0, so we're good there. At the beginning of this phase, make a fate draw. So we go to the Zeds phase. We still have to activate the tracks. So they put this here as a reminder. But we do a fate draw. Forest. Select any civilian or hero unit on the fated track. We got the person in St. Thomas, but not in town center or the start space. It immediately suffers a hand-to-hand at the equal to column. All right, so we're gonna do the plot. We're gonna do this and then the plot twist. So suffers a hand-to-hand combat, blah blah. Normal. So we're gonna have infection level goes up. It's hand-to-hand. Terrain shift is 1, equal to column with terrain shift. Unit suffers losses and does not retreat. So we're doing a human advantage with that dude in St. Thomas. I rolled a 6. Woof. He takes 2 damage and is dead. So dude never lost his defiant marker, but somehow went away. We still have those trespassers there. We do a saving roll. So on a nothing gives me extra stuff for saving rolls. Ding, 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 ding. Saving roll 3, 4, 5, or 6. It's saved. I rolled a 1. Ugh! That research card would have been great because then I got to put him there. Just totally done human testing with Xeno, but unfortunately, cemetery for you because I did not roll a saving roll. Again, if you save, you get the saving roll, infection level goes up, and then you put them in the hospital with an EKG marker. All right, your unit suffers losses, only it does not retreat. Well, it suffered losses and died because I rolled a 6 instead of a 7, which would have been better. Zeds pressure event, there is none. Now we do the plot twist. I can play at any time to receive 2 supplies and 2 ammo. Fine, I'll just put that over there. No real reason to use it right now. And then we have to do the rest of the activations. So highway track is activating. This comes in. This goes up. It is Zeds times 3. This guy's probably not going to make it. It rolled a 4, super dead. Saving roll. I rolled a 1. Oh, man. Human, looks like we're not doing a lot of human testing today, unfortunately. So this dude is now there. The subburst track is activating. This goes in, this goes up. So that's getting a little precarious. Defiant marker goes away. It is Zeds times 2 because it's a 5 to a 2. Becomes Zeds advantage. I rolled a 7, killing it. Zeds advantage. I rolled a 7 though, so 2 damage. And it retreats 1 damage. So that's, nope, it wins. What? Why am I reading this weird? No, Zed's advantage. It does 2 damage. Right, I'm totally turned around. It takes 1 damage. It does 2 damage. So this, I just put that 1 on there. So instead it takes 2, and it's over here. The villagers are scared, so they're fleeing, and we get a candy corn there. I don't know why that looked weird to me. Yeah, that's how much damage it does, and that's whether it, since it wins, the other side has to retreat. Right. All right. So we did 1 damage at least, but now we have 3 retreating refugees, which is interesting. The forest tract activates. This comes in. We have 4 retreating refugees. Holy cow! And another candy corn. One action. This is for the end of chapter 1. This is a very bad game state. Not feeling very confident. All right, his own agenda. Need a 5 or a 6. That's a 4. A couple of saving rolls that have made me feel better, because then I could have just moved Xeno into there and sent the guy away and just kind of moved that thing along. Getting the Savior Corps was really bad. Just one more combat-oriented group, like the Furies, would have been great. The problem with the refugees here, it's I have to spend an action to flip the train, an action to load the refugees, and an action to move. So that's a lot. I have 3 refugees that are in danger of being eaten. I haven't hit a saving roll yet. Yeah. I need to get them back involved. We could move Wilson to go assist with Piazza. So shortcuts. All right. We're going to do a player action. We're going to move Wilson down to 3, and then he's moving over to here. And I'll use this last action to move that group. Kind of contract a little bit. These ready. We are going to chapter 2, kids. So I'm going to take these chapter 1 cards. Let's put them up here. Chapter 2. Remember, 11 regular events, 4 special events. Let's see what's up. It's a special. Oh, that's a bad time for that. So, brains. This goes up 4. That's not good. All attack to activate once. If they win, they keep moving. All right. Well, this comes in. This goes up. It is a Zeds times 2. This would be an amazing time to roll a 10, 11, or a 12. I rolled a 5. 3 damage. This dude's dead. Saving roll. I failed another saving roll. So again, all my human testing fodder has been eliminated. So I have 3 2 strength dudes all out. That didn't hit a single saving roll, and they all missed that. So this is going very poorly. This guy comes in, he devours this. That I wish I was still here, because that would have made it automatically reset to a 2, but that didn't work. We're going to do a saving roll for the refugees. I failed another one. Dead. That's great. That gives us an outbreak. I should be expecting that. I rolled a 3, so that's garbage. Yeah, this game's over. I'm probably gonna just call it early, kids. I should have been looking at this. So, where in the tunnel we have to get a we did a unchecked outbreak, so we're getting a Super Zeds into the tunnel track. It's going to go where the candy corn is. It is the Leapers. Make another fate draw to determine where this event occurs. Oh, a hero arrives. That could help. It's going to happen where the most Zeds units are. That is the tunnel track. Because there's 2. Everyone else only has 1, which is pretty sick. All right, so tunnel track. We're going to roll a die for the candy corn. No effect. If I roll the 1, 2, 3, we play a new Zeds. Then wolf. Then place a new Zeds unit on the start space of every track. Apply the stacking limit if necessary. That's rough. So this goes here. This goes here. This goes here. This goes here. And this goes here. All right. Dr. Martuse's diabolical plans is done. A new hero arrives. I can play during the action phase to get a new random hero. That stays here. I can look at this. That's also a good one. So that's at least been good with the fate draws, except for that one was really bad. We're still in the middle of activating the suburbs track. We're still in the middle of activating this dude. So Candy Corn's going to go here. And he's going to move forward to here. This goes up. It's now at 10. Defiant marker goes away. It's the last one that was on the board. It's a 5 to a 3, which is Zed's advantage. Terrain shift makes it equal to. Please don't lose this. I rolled a 10. That's good time for that. 3 damage. So flips, retains 1 damage on it. 1 damage to the human, the villagers. Not villagers, the civilians, and then this moves there. So we're done with this activation. We have to activate the forest track. This comes in. This goes up to 11. Looking like another unchecked outbreak. All right. Man, I really should have just left that. I mean, I had the action with Xeno and used it, and just so the timing of that just got all wrong. Woo! Alright. Yeah, I mean, you could play a game with that out the whole game, and it could be really, really helpful. Especially now that I know I'm not going to get any human testing with units that I really want to eliminate. So, just some problems there. So, I'm rolling 3 dice. It is Zed's advantage, because it's Zed's, it's 4 to a 3, because I'm fighting back with Piazza. It becomes equal to because of the terrain shift on the farm, and then human advantage because of the terrain shift from the immobile defense unit. We're rolling 3 dice because of Wilson taking the best 2. I rolled a 7. It's not the roll of dreams. I do 2 damage. Kill the 9 is out. Take 1 damage to Piazza. She does not have any kind of rugged roll or anything. And then this guy comes up. All right. This guy comes up. This guy goes up. Candy corn. This guy goes up. And then diamond track in, over, up. That is the end of that. So 1 special event is out. We have 14 more to go in chapter 2. The game state looks like not good. And we'll see what happens next. Oh, it's another special event. Woo! All right, Raiders, Rangers, Refugees, Rescuers. I'm about to lose another Refugees unit, and we're about to have another unchecked outbreak. Oh, the joys. Infection, no. At the end of the infection phase, well, that's actually not bad, because we were going to have an unchecked outbreak anyway. That goes up to 13, and we do an unchecked outbreak. So, we're rolling 2 dice. I rolled an 8. 13 goes down to 5. Unchecked outbreak. Regular Zed is going to go, or Super Zed is going to go on the suburbs track that has a candy corn. Okay, we get this card. That goes there. And it is the Oozers. We can inspect this. It's another good one. Getting lucky there. All right. So infection phase is done. We did the unchecked outbreak. We added the Oozers to where the candy corn was. Again, it's important to get an early candy corn on the suburbs track. Otherwise, It will go into the village space close to the town center. Should be Beauville, and that could be really bad for everybody. So eat no highway track activates. This comes in. This goes up 2. We can roll to try to do a saving roll for the refugees. I rolled a 4. First saving roll successful. Since it was successful, this goes up again. EKG marker for the refugees unit. We're about to finally get a rumor. All right, done. This goes up here. And then, so that was the highway track was first. The mountain track activates now. And then the diamond track activates now. So we're doing a catacombs roll. I rolled a 6. It is lost. I'm going to roll a 2. A 6. It goes back to here. Stack limited to here and then here. Interesting. If I rolled a 5, it would have just been removed from the game, but anything else would have been super bad. So that was fine. Leapers go into the catacombs. This guy comes here. This guy had already been activated, so we don't have to activate him again. Action phase 1. Action. All right. I get 2 more event actions with this. I'm going to get a new random available hero. So we're playing that fate card. I have 17 heroes left. Rolling a d20. I rolled a 12. So 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, and 12 is Stock Seaver. Not the not the dude of dreams, man. Like, Doc, it's good to see you, but woof. I need some more combat is what I need. This should be here just to be consistent with what I've been doing. Doc Seaver. Not great. I'm going to put him in town center. He has a couple of special things. All right, once for action phase, while in the hospital staff office, he can spend his medical action marker to perform a heal action on any unit in the hospital. And then first aid, once for action phase, he may spend his first aid action and a supply to perform a heal action on any unit on or adjacent to his space. You can admit a 4th patient while he's in the hospital, and the patient can stay even if he leaves. So we have these 2 cards left. I'm going to have to put these up here. I know they're off camera, but I see them. You don't. Haha. Right now, I just have the rescue signal bring supply drop and the adrenaline supply discovered. All right. So I'm going to spend this action and move Seaver in here. He's going to use his medical action to do a heal that reduces. And then they immediately, this comes up, and immediately they go to the refugee camp. So it went down and then right back up because they got into the refugee camp. So the heal action reduced it, and then them going to the refugee camp made it go up 1 at that point. I do wish the rules were a little bit more explicit about how that works with the refugees, but if you follow all of the rules as written, that is what happens. Done. So, Seaver, mildly useful, I guess, so far. If I had done better with saving rolls, he'd be super useful, especially help keeping this infection level down. But the fact that my saving rolls have been so bad is going to raise some problems as we go. Oozers. None of this is good. Oh, they get there. So I pull the next thing from the fate draw. Make sure I do this right. Rumors. When the refugees enter a refugee camp, draw a fate card, determine the location. The rumors are going to go onto the mountain. We'll put it face down, and it's going to go with the strongest Zeds unit on this track. So it means it's going to be right on Lefty's Pass. It's the only Zeds unit on that track. This is during the action phase. Oh, that's nice. Play during the action phase to place a new regular or heroic unit of your choice in town center. Huzzah! I guess I should do checkmates. tempted to get others. I could do Clarion Courier. No. Yeah, I might do the Courier and then randomize the rest because I really kind of like all the rest of these. Checkmates are obviously the best, but the Courier gives me some ability. So I just got this because I got the rumor. This will flip. It's another good one. Nice. Fake card draw has been very, very good and kind of giving me some hope. So I use this to bring in a new available heroic civilian of my choice in town center. I'm going to take the Clarion Courier. Bam. Now, the Clarion Courier, when they enter, receive one random heroic civilian unit in town center when this unit enters plays, including during setup. The second supply you would spend during any action phase is free, and last stand, units in town center can defend Farmingdale from Zeds. If you lose the game, but the defending unit loses the battle. So that's nice. So I'm getting another heroic civilian. So I have only 6 left over here. So rolling a d6, I rolled a 6, so we're getting the checkmates. That worked out well. All right, checkmates. So I'm going to get this little token here. I'm running out of room. I'm going to have to move this off the board, I think. Can I move this? If I move the research deck. Well, I don't have the super weapon yet, so I can move this off the board for now. I can put this here. And that lets me put a couple more heroes up here. So there's my heroes. And here are my heroic civilians. All right, checkmates coming in. They go here. At the start of each action phase, roll a die. If the result is greater than or equal to the number of event actions received that turn, gain +1 action. And then each refugee unit in the refugee camp increases the unit's full strength side by 1 and the reduced strength by 1/2 as new people join the club with their mind to fight Zeds. Huzzah! Look at all those heroic civilians chilling in town center. It's a beautiful, beautiful sight. I have 1 action left. Bob's crew would probably like to build something somewhere. I do need to kill those guys and hopefully get that rumor. It's going to take a little bit of time. Because remember, we have to clear the candy corn off. His own agenda. I'm kind of pot committed to this researching stuff. So 5 or 6, please. A 5. Excellent. What do we get? Research stalled. No special event occurs, no matter how many things might be going right. Sometimes research hits a brick wall. It will take a little something extra to get over, under, or around these problems, and sacrifices must be made. Perhaps a promising breakthrough is just ahead. We need to do a supply and a 5 or a 6. We are only through 4 of the 6 cards? No, 7 cards of early research. So we're at least 4 researches away from getting the super weapon. Which I've just spent so much energy getting there. They're still a thing. They're still defiant. Highway track. I'm going to spend my last action and an ammo. I'm doing a gunfire attack of a 5 with Special Agent Wright. Only 2 dice because Wilson left me. A 9. There you go. And that does 3 damage and flips that dude. So that was nice. All right. I'm gonna get this all ready. I got so I got 3 extra heroic civilians, and I got Doc Seaver. But at least we have the checkmates. I think a Doc Seaver before group he helps not much. Yep. Yeah, the checkmates save the day. Checkmates are pretty solid, especially if I can hit with those rolls. The good news is we've gone through 2 of the special events. So out of the next 13 cards, 11 of them are regular events. Now, some of them are obviously not great, but it's a better ratio. Right beneath our feet, Raiders, Rangers, Refugees, Rescuers for our squadouche. Infection phase, I need to roll higher than an 8. I rolled a 6, don't hate it. So we get a regular outbreak. So we're getting a regular Zeds on the highway track. Play during a hero's move action. They gain +3 movement points for that move action. We get this guy on the candy corn at the nuclear plant, and another hold for later. Flip this. Another hold for later. Wow. So good. All right, so we did the infection phase. We go to the eat phase. Nothing. All right, we got the right beneath our feet. I'm going to put a reminder here that I still have to do some things. At the beginning of this phase, make a fate draw. Select any civilian or hero unit on the fated track, but not in town center or on the start space. It immediately suffers a hand-to-hand if it was defiant, blah, blah, blah. So normal. So we did the similar thing in the first thing. Does not retreat. I'm going to do it on Bauer's crew because I'm not really combating with them anyway. So infection level goes up. And I'm going to do it on Bauer's crew. It's going to do hand-to-hand. There's going to be a shift of 1. So it's going to be human advantage. An 11. No damage to Bauer's crew. And we're going to add this. Mesmerize Zeds. Play during any Zeds activation to cancel all Zeds activations on any one track. Super nice. We get to look at this. It's another hold for later. Woof. So good. All right. Zeds are activating on the highway track. This comes in. This goes up. It is Zed's advantage, a 6 to a 4, but then the barricade makes it human advantage. A 5 or higher would be super nice here. We have a 9. What does human advantage 9 do? So 3 damage. And they retreat, 1 damage. This comes up. This comes up. Highway track is done. We have the suburbs track next. These guys move together as a Zed's mob. Is an 8. And since the oozers are there, it goes up 3, not just 1. So 4 goes up to 7. It is 8 to a 3 is Zeds times 2. Becomes Zed's advantage because of the terrain shift. Big. Nope. 5. 1 damage. Man. 1 damage. 3 damage. Saving roll. I missed again. I mean, just an unbelievable number of saving rolls lost. I think I did 1 out of 6. It's really crappy odds. This guy flips and runs away. That gets a candy corn. So we only have 4 left over here. And then this guy activates to go there. And now the mountain track activates. This goes in. This goes up. It's 4 to a 4, which is equal to. Agent Wright gets a shift of 1 because she's amazing. We get a terrain shift of 1 and then the mobile terrain shift of 1. So we're human times 3. It's a 10. That is enough to kill this dude. It's down to a 2. 3. 3 because of this. 4, 7, 8. Yeah, it didn't make sure I did it all right. Yeah, it went up 1. It was at 3 because of the event, 4 because of this combat, 7 because of this combat, 8 because of that combat. Okay. All right, 2 event actions. Checkmates are going to do their roll. We would like a 3 or higher, please. We rolled a 1, so that's about right. And how that goes. I'm definitely just committed here. So his own agenda, supply, I need a 5 or a 6. A 5, research successful. Look, a distraction. While this is the current research card, your regular civilians units can suffer 1 hit and then retreat to prevent adjacent units, Zeds units from advancing. This cannot be used to prevent the placement of new Zeds units. Curious, stupid onlookers playing versions of childhood games such as Tag, Red Rover, and Keep Away were found to attract the attention of the Zeds for short durations. Of course, the stalling of a group of Zeds by fools playing with danger rarely ended well, usually in a panic. Need a 4, 5, or 6 to advance. So like those odds. Going to use this player action to move our friend. Agent Wright will get that rumor, hopefully, until, something makes something land there. 2 actions left. Think I get these. Oh, man. Piazza just sucks adjacent. Checkmates are only at 2. I think the security forces only have a move 3. Yeah, it's not great. I mean, I could use a shortcut with Wilson to get here, but Piazza's not. Ooh, that's interesting. So Piazza could move here in essence. No, she can't, because she has to be with. She'd have to move to 3, which is there, which is super bad. All right, I'm gonna use. Man, just one time. I would like to. The checkmates having an extra action right now would be really nice. I'm going to use 2 actions to move this guy 1, 2, 3, and then 1. Try to save this barricade. We go to housekeeping. Infection level goes up. This candy corn comes off the board. At the beginning of the next action phase, we can pick that rumor up. I will put a reminder here for that. This goes away. This resets. This resets. And done. So we have 12 cards left. 2 special events. 10 regulars. Should have put these up here where I can see them a little easier. Next event. How? Well, only 1 more special event left. Brains. It's got to be the next player event, right? Oh, dear God. Fewest as you. Oh, the mountain tracks, so they get slammed. Oh, that's such a bad. That's such a bad turn. Always the rumor chits, man. All right, because we're gonna get an unchecked outbreak. We're gonna put someone right on top of her face, man. Oh, it's so bad. Such an unbelievable turn. It's so predictable. I can cancel activation somewhere. It seems like a waste of that. Maybe I don't know. Maybe it's like the Ravagers. I can fight off the Ravagers. All right, so this goes up 3. All tracks activate. This is going up. If they win this, I think game's over. This is only good to the next action phase, so I'll just keep that there for now. This goes up 3. This goes up 3 again. So unchecked outbreak. We finish this, and then we deal with the outbreak. It's an 8 to a 4, which is Zeds times 2. The terrain shift makes it equal to. I would like a 7 or higher. I rolled a 10. That will play. I do 3 damage. I take 1 damage. 3 damage kills this guy for sure. 2 damage on him. He backs up. Regular Zed out. This guy moves up. Now we do the, well, not yet. Now we do the unchecked outbreak. 13 goes down to 9. It's super awesome. This comes out. Fewest Zeds units gets a super Zed. At the beginning of this phase, I can enhance a civilian leader. That's nice. So we get our 3rd super Zeds on the board. I'm going to finish this activation just to remember it. So now we're going to be up in the forest track. This comes, oh, that's so awful. Not the super sets of dreams. That is the brain sets. Now that immediately triggers a combat, so that goes up to 10. This can flip over. And again, it's another, now that's a play this card now, which is terrible. The beginning of any phase or before any combat. Ooh. Before any combat, yes, I will do that before this combat. So 7 to a 4 is Zed's advantage, and then it's right, so she gets a shift, and then it's another one, human advantage. A 5 or higher, please. A 9, that will play. So human advantage 9. It's 3 damage, so this brain Zeds is down. We have a rugged roll, because this would be the first damage she receives. I need a 5 or a 6 in a big fat way. Oh, there we go. Rugged roll works. Thank you, experimental field gear. All right. So that was a fortuitous turn of events. But we still are not out of the woods yet. So we've activated everything on this track. We now have to activate the forest track. That goes up and stays. I cannot use Mesmerize Edge yet. I can't do it. I can't do it. All right, Brain Zeds moves up here. This goes up again to 11. It's equal to human advantage, human times 2 because it's agent right, and she has a terrain shift. A 10. That's what I'm talking about. 3 damage. Brain Zeds are dead. They come out of the game. Some very awesome rolling there. Glad I did not use the Mesmerized Zeds. Bye-bye, Brain Zeds. All right, I'm using this at the beginning of any combat to place a civilian leader on top of these guys. +1 shift. Done. These come in. This goes up to 12. It looks like we're getting another outbreak and player's choice. I like player's choice. We are 9 to a 4, so that's Zeds times 2. There's a double shift of the barricade +1 because of the civilian leader. A 4 is not the time to roll a 4. Ah, garbage. Yeah, there's nothing I can do about that. So, 1 damage. We flip. No, I lied. 1 damage to them, 3 damage here. This dude's out. Saving roll. I failed. Holy cow, man. Just really bad luck with saving rolls. And then they activate again because of brains. They destroy this barricade. And now we have a candy corn on downtown. There. This guy comes up. All right. Diamond tracks activating. Tunnel tracks activating, I should say. Leapers are moving normally. Putting a candy corn on Dr. Martuse's office. In. Done. So 3 special events down, 10 regular events to go. This is looking bleak. Yeah, I mean, if the highway track activates, it's pretty much game over. It's just the highway track. I can cancel it. I don't even know if there's a point. I don't know if there's a point, but I will, because I have mesmerized Zeds. Ah! Civilian leader car was perfect. I literally just needed a 5 or higher. I could have saved it all with a 5 or higher. Raiders, refugees, rescuers, blah blah blah. That goes there. Infection level I need lower than a 12 or higher than a 12. That didn't happen. Shocking. This goes down to a 7. We pull this. We're putting a regular Zeds where on player's choice. I'll put a regular Zeds in the tunnel track down catacombs. Parole for the ethical treatment of Zeds. Riot. Roll a die. I mean, come on, dude. I rolled a 1. I have to do 1 hit to a player unit. I will put it on the Clarion Courier because what do they really do? Eat, spending 1. And Zeds activated the highway tracks, playing Mesmerize Zeds to cancel that. Yeah, I'm going to get all the bad card. The event deck, the fate deck is really loaded in bad cards. Now, this goes here. So I cancel the highway track activations. I get 2 player actions. I need higher than a 2 to get another action. I rolled a 2. You gotta be kidding me. Beginning of this action phase, I pull this rumor. The rumor is a war plan black. Spend during action phase to gain 2 ammo and 1 supply. This turn only your stacked units combine their gunfire attack. So I have this. So I can combine the Savior Corps and the Checkmates. I only have 2 actions, but they're in place. So I think that makes the most sense. All right, we're going to do his own agenda. Let's see if there's any help to be had from... Oh, I could have taken a hit and retreated. But why would I have? I mean, it wasn't a bad roll. I just needed a 5 or better. Wow. Yeah, I could have taken a hit and retreated with that, but I mean, again, it would have been a good opportunity to get some damage on them. Again, 5 or higher, and I'm really doing okay. So his own agenda, I rolled a 3, so that didn't do anything. I'm going to use War Plan Black. I get 2 ammo and nope, 1 supply and 2 ammo. Stacked units can combine, so I can stack 2 of these together. I assume I can't stack all 3. Huh. Yeah, I'm assuming that would be weird. Stack. Player units. Stacking player units, page 13. Players' units that are in the same space are stacked. Attacking a frame space with 2 player units. Assuming it's just 2. So weird. It doesn't say that they can't stack in town center. Stacking limit in town center is unlimited. So maybe they can all stack. I think they can all stack, which is pretty nuts. See, right now their full strength combined is a 5. Great. The second time I use this, it comes out of the game. So I've used it once. All right. So we're stacking them. They're all in town center, so it's unlimited stacking. So if I'm reading that right, they're all attacking with a 5. Someone can let me know if they think I'm cheating. So we're rolling 2 dice against these guys. I have essentially only 3 attacks, and I need to make them count. So, bam! I rolled a 5. That does 2 damage. That knocks this guy out. It's his other side. Yeah, 3. It doesn't matter. It's all the same strength. Thing. Oh, did I spend the ammo? I don't think I did. So ammo. This is my second bullet, so I'm down to 4. Gunfire attack of a 5. 11. That's helpful. 3 damage. And we'll do it again. Down to 3. Gunfire attack of a 5. 5. Woof. 2 damage. Dude has 1 health left. If I lose a combat in town center, I can choose a defending unit. If I lose a combat, it's game over, and there is no terrain shift in town center either. Yeesh. You know, I could do what I should have done. Yeah, let me do this one more. I'll get 2 more event actions. I have this. So 2 more, spending 1 bullet. Gunfire attack of a 5. A 10. What a waste. All right, he's dead. And then I'm going to spend this last action to move Bauer to here. So War Plan Black helped out. Housekeeping, this goes up. Remove the candy corn. Fix. Fix. So I had to spend some pretty strong cards to get that done. I lost all my regular civilians. I mean, the 4's down. 3 of the 2's are down. 1 of the 3's. I got this guy left. None of that's good. None of that's good. All right, so we have 9 regular events left and 1 special event. Pulling the event. Bam, a hero arrives. Interesting. Raiders, Rangers, Refugees, Rescuers. It is the least chaos. So that, unfortunately, is going to be the mountain. So I don't want to bring those guys in, because I'd have no place to put the rumor, because there's no Zeds there. So this comes up. This comes up. Infection, I need to roll higher than an 8. 6. This goes down to 2. We're putting a Zeds unit, a regular Zeds unit where the least chaos is. This comes out. Another combat ensues. It's a 6 to a 4 because Zed's advantage becomes human advantage because of Agent Right. A 9. So 3 damage, 1 damage. Rugged roll for the win, please. Nope, no luck that time. So she's down to a 2. All right. So infection phase is done. We now do the plot twist. All right, no further. This will flip. It's mountain again. Woof. The graveyard's about to get a Zed's mob. So no further movement is allowed on the mountain track for the rest of this turn. Immediately for each Zed's unit on a mountain track but not start space, we have to do the following. So we have this unit. I rolled a 3, no effect, it just stays there. And again, no more movement on the mountain track, that's player or otherwise. This is coming out. Eat, I have to roll higher than a 1, and I have a +1 because of the Savior Chorus, so we're good there. Zeds activate, the Forest track activates, the Suburbs track comes in. Oozers, this goes up from 3 to 6. It's a 5 to a 4. It becomes human advantage because of the barricade. A 7. 2 damage. Flip and 1, and suffers 1 damage, so he flips. This guy goes up. And then the highway track, this guy comes down here. We have 2 event actions. Can I finally get a checkmates roll, please? I can. There we go. Up to 3. At the beginning of this phase, we place a new random hero. I think there are 16 heroes left because we have 5 in play. Rolling a d20. I rolled a 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Miss May Hauser. She's coming into play at Town Center or any start space. Town Center seems pretty awesome. So she's here. We have 6 heroes now. Her abilities, while she's in the town space, you receive a saving roll for each ammo you lose or spend for any reason. On a roller of 5 or 6, the ammo is not lost. The Iron Volunteer, she can occupy a hospital staff office space. While there, units discharged from the hospital during the action phase receive an immediate action. Combat Coach. Any unit she is stacked with, including those in town center, receive +1 in hand-to-hand combat. Her gunfire attacks receive a shift. She rolls an additional die for all gunfire attacks, selects 2 dice she wants, and the first gunfire attack she makes on any turn costs 0 ammo. Okay, so that's done. We're going to do his own agenda. I need a 4, 5, or 6. We're getting close to a thing. Here we go. Research materials needed. While this is the current research card, you may spend 1 supply instead of 1 action to conduct research. The high school supplies of lab materials was soon depleted during a critical juncture of experimentation. We're going to use a checkmates action to move Miss May Hauser down here. Seems helpful. Then we're going to use this action to do a gunfire attack. First one doesn't cost any ammo. She's rolling 3 dice. We're going to try to finally kill the oozers. There we go. We'll take the 11. She's attacking with a 4 because she gets +1 shift. 11 gives us 3 damage. So oozers are dead. 1 damage bleeds over to that. So 2 super Zeds are out. We're going to use this and a supply to put a barricade back on downtown. Mountain Track finally has a thing. Man, these trains have not been super useful. I mean, at some point, I was going to have to start hitting saving rolls. Then we'll spend this action to get here. Try to defend the highway track a bit. All right, end of the round. This goes away. This is out. This is gone. 3 and 3. Have to go. Good luck. Thank you, Marcel. All right. So we're 3 and 3. So we have 1 special, 8 regular left in chapter 2. I have gone through so much of my civilians. It takes a village. Raiders, so at the beginning of this phase, replace 1 villager's refugee or civilian unit on any track with a new regular Zeds unit. Place the replaced unit in a hospital on its reduced strength side with a EKG marker. Eee. Siri thinks I'm talking to her. I'm not. Mountain track is activating. Diamond track is activating. I don't have great choices here. All right, this is getting replaced. EKG marker. I think it's the last early research card. Regular Zeds unit. An 8 wolf candy corn. Zeds pressure event. However, now we can do some things. Oh, that's interesting. So now we do the rest of the 4R. So the refugees activate, they come in. This goes up, they go to the refugee camp. So the checkmates are now plus 1 more. We pull a rumor. The rumor's going to go on the mountain track. We pull this thing. Mountain track says we put two regular Zeds unit on the St. Thomas village space. But the mountain track, the strongest Zeds unit is in the campground. So now we have a rumor there. But to plot twist, this will flip most Zeds units. Another play this card. Okay. 2 regular Zeds unit on St. Thomas. Stacking limit. We're supposed to place them as a Zeds mob. The 6 remains. The 4 goes back. Done. Done. We have 1 more 4R activation. Get this guy up. All right. Infection phase. We have to roll higher than a 7. I rolled a 9. Eat 1. What was the thing? The second supply you pay during any phase is free. Yeah, Zed's phase. We're activating the diamond track. They go here. The 5 catacombs roll. It's a 3, moves normally. 5 catacombs roll. It's a 5. It stays. It would have stayed anyway, unless it rolled a lost. And then that guy goes up. And then the mountain track, the 8 comes up here. The 1 goes here. Infection level up. Its human advantage becomes human times 3 because of right and the terrain shift. It's an 8. 3 damage killed. Right takes no damage. We're good. 2 actions. Checkmates need higher than a 2. I rolled a 3. That will play. Okay. Oh, that's crazy. If I move right there to get that, this is adding a thing to the campground anyway. Is there any chance I avoid pulling that fate card? I don't think so. Which is pretty nuts. I'm going to use medical. Down. Healed 1. The most Zeds units. Gonna put a rumor in Dr. Matusa's office. Oh boy. I'm gonna spend a supply. I need a 5 or a 6. 3, spending a supply, 5 or a 6. There we go. Get a supply instead of an action. Zed's poisoning. While this is the current research card, at the beginning of each action phase, you may inflict 1 hit on the weakest Zed unit adjacent to a civilian's or hero unit. Baiting Zeds with toxic treats is showing steady results. The trouble is that one Zed's poison is another Zed's meal. Sometimes fresh. Oh, and the second one we spend in a round is free. Those is meat. Sometimes fresh fruit gives Zeds a tummy ache. Other times it is organic, gluten-free ice cream. And then once it was Frisky Frank's chili cheese jalapeno hot dogs, but those also have the same effect on the living. You just never know. All right, so now we're finally into late research, which is intriguing. I'm gonna do this roll. This text message action, 3 dice, gunfire attack of a 4, taking the best 2 die. I have a 9, no ammo. That is 2 hits, which flips this. That's really strong. I'm going to spend an action. Let's spend the player action to move her here. I'll spend this event action to move the checkmates in with me because there are 3. I have 1 action left. I'm going to move the Savior Core down here. And then I'll use the field station supplies, and this goes down, and we'll heal them 1. And we have to clear off some of these candy corns. We only have 3 left. Tunnel track's about to become a mess. Haven't flipped the trains at all. Just haven't had even close to control at all. I don't want to try to get that rumor until that next event comes off. Again, the only reason we can examine that is because of Wilson. I mean, the fact that we're hopefully about to get the super weapon is nice. I mean, do I have all the science heroes out? 1, 2, 3. No, I guess a G. Is there any other science? Professor G. Yeah, it's the last science hero I have left. That's nuts. Alright, this is done. Next. Nuclear meltdown. Ah, it's bad. Gotta clear off that chaos now. Crap. Raiders, Rangers, Refugees, Rescuers. Don't want that. So 4 are gonna do that 1. Yeah, if Piazza goes, I think I lose this train, but it is what it is. Infection phase, I need to roll higher than a 6. I rolled a 5. That's interesting. So this goes down to 1. This comes off. I'm putting a regular Zeds unit in the place with the most Zeds unit. The most Zeds units is the tunnel track stacking limit. This comes back to here. Plot twist, we put a new Zeds unit on the campground space, apply the stacking limit if necessary. This goes here. It's a 2. That's done. This flips. Next would be the fewest Zeds units, which would be the highway track. Don't hate that. All right. Now, the beginning of this phase, we do have to activate the tracks. So we put that there. Any units that are in the nuclear power plant suffer 2 hits and immediately retreat. Placing a chaos marker in the nuclear power plant space, and now there's 2. No one can enter the space for the rest of the turn. No entry. All right, now I have to activate the various tracks. We're activating this track. This goes in. This goes up. It's a 5 to a 3. Becomes human advantage because of the barricade. Come on, Bowers. Oh, these should ready. 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 Bowers. Oh, this is such a garbage roll. I rolled a 3. 1 damage to the Zed. Bauer suffers 3 damage. So we've built this thing twice. Okay. I don't think barricades get removed from the game. I think you can rebuild them. I know if you lose, yeah, the strong point's never destroyed, so that's like not a thing. Barricade 22. Yeah, it doesn't say you can't rebuild it. All right, well, that was a bad roll. Done. Forest track. These guys come in. I don't love my chances here, but we're going to try it. It's 11 to a 2. I get to roll 3 dice. 11 to a 2 is Zed's nice. So I can make it Zed's advantage, and I roll 3 dice because Wilson's there. I also would have an extra die on my saving roll. I think I have to do it. Yeah, let's go. Let's go. 12. 9. Zed's advantage. I rolled a 9. I do 2 damage. These guys retreat. I suffer 2 damage. I can do a saving roll. I roll 2 dice. I rolled a 1 and a 3. You've got to be kidding me. Piazza's out. That's unbelievable. just have not hit on my saving rolls. All right. Thank you, Piazza, for a wonderful game. She was kind of losing her effectiveness anyway. She's really hard to like get in the right spot, and just the ammo cost of her doing what she or the action cost. But yeah, ammunition crafting is not a really strong strategy. This comes in. It's just 2 action intensive. And now the suburbs track. This comes in. This goes up. It is human times 4. It's not a thing. Human times 3. 6. So 3 damage kills that. 1 damage, which flips him. And puts this back in the bag. 3 event actions. Checkmates roll. I think I've gotten 1 action out of that, so that failed. His own agenda. I need a 4, 5, or a 6. Just really pot committed right now with the. I rolled a 3. Dude, I'm rolling so good. I can't take it. All right. Miss Hauser is doing her free attack. Rolls 3 dice. Free in terms of not action, but in terms of ammo. A 9. Just 2 damage to this clown. We're doing the Savior Core, and this goes down to flip him over. Using an action to move him. Clean up some candy corn on the suburbs track. Woof. Medical, this goes down. Healing another one of these. Oh, fewer says units is now the suburb track. Wow. So we can't get a rumor for a minute until suburbs track activates again. Oh, we can't. No, it was dead, yeah. We weaken this 8, so we're going to do this and an ammo, rolling 3 dice. A 10. 3 damage. Oh, it's a 5 on the other side? Woof. We're going to try to save the ammo. I rolled a 4. That didn't work. Yikes. Man, no terrain shifts with the leapers. They immediately destroy barricades. 1 action. Three, can't enter. I probably move Wilson. I could leave him here and just clear Wilson out. So the action I spent to move him, I'll actually use it on Wilson. I think there's something weird about Wilson and the tunnel track. I could be wrong. Never mind. The highway and the subway track are not considered adjacent. Oh, why is that a 5? Might as well do the research. Could be pretty handy. Because I failed the his own agenda, so we're going to do this. Oh, why this? Wait, why is the current research at the beginning of each action phase? I did not do this. Yes. I could do 1 damage to the weakest Zeds unit adjacent to a civilian or hero unit. That was a 8 at the beginning of the round. This is a 4 that is adjacent. That's a 6 and a 5. That was an 8. So at the beginning of the action phase, it would have been 1 damage on the leaper. Yeah, I'm going to just do another research. There's really no other clear action right here. I need a 4, 5, or a 6. I rolled a 2. Awesome. All right, this comes out, this comes out, this comes out, this comes back. Done. So we have 6 regulars, 1 special. Airborne Contagion Rumors. Raider. Oh, this comes off. This goes up. 3 candy corns. Raiders, Rangers, fewest edge units do not want the rumor. All tracks are activating. I'll move this here. Infection, no. Eat 2 becomes eat 1, thanks to the Clarion Courier. All Zeds tracks activate, so we're getting a new Zed in the suburbs track. Forest track activates, moves up. We get a candy corn. Up. This comes in. This goes up. It is a 5. The checkmates are a 3, and they're making them a 4 because they're next to Miss May Hauser. So 5 to a 4, and then 2 shift because of the terrain shift. So human advantage, a 6. I mean, just not clutch rolls here. So 2 damage. The Zeds is out. 2 damage to the checkmates. So they're going to go get healed up. And then this guy comes down. And then here, destroy the barricade again. It is a 5 to a 2, which is Zed's advantage. Zed's times 2 becomes equal to because of the double shift. I rolled a 3. Jesus. All right. Can we save Bauer's crew? We do. Infection level goes up. They go here with an EKG marker. And now this is downtown again. Just did no damage to it at all. So this is done. This no entry can come off. And then Leapers, Catacombs roll. They move normally. This goes in, this goes up. It's a 4 to a 3. It stays a 4 to a 3. There is no terrain shift against the Leapers. A 9 helps. 2 damage makes this thing flip. He suffers 2 damage. He flips. Leapers are now just a 2. This guy moves normally. The 6 does a Catacombs roll. He's lost. It's a 4. 5 is lost. It's a 3. Wow. And he goes into the catacombs. All right, they all activated. Very exciting. 1 event action. At the beginning of this phase, no above ground move actions are allowed. Fear of a wind-blown contagion freezes movement. Okay, well, that's awesome. Checkmates roll. I rolled a 4. There we go. We're going to do his own agenda. 4, 5, or 6. There we go. Anti-growth hormone. You may replace any one Super Zeds unit with a random regular Zeds unit retaining its current number of hits. Who doesn't like bacon? A stuck pig struck by a vehicle and burned in the crash proffered a smell so tempting that wayward group of unusual Zeds feasted on it, and tales of the Zeds sickening have come back to the lab as a rumor that might be worth investigating. Scientists dismiss this as hogwash. That is not the time for this. I only have one regular Zed. I do Super Zeds. I do not want to replace it. What an absolute waste. We do not get our super weapon. Woof. Medical down, flipping. Gonna discharge him. There's no above ground movement allowed. No above ground movement allowed. Okay. That doesn't make me feel good. Three actions. Try to forage. Oof. We're going to do a heal action on Bauer. This goes down again. Remember, I could do the first aid, but it cost me a supply. There's no real reason for that. No above ground movement allowed is bad. I'm going to do a gunfire attack of a 3. With this action, bullet. I would like an 8 or higher. There we go. 9. Flips this guy. Quartermaster's still in a sound space of 5 or 6. We save it. I did not save it, so we're out of ammo. Running out of supplies as well. We're going to spend this action to do a forage action with Wilson. He rolled a 4. He's in any other namespace. We get 1 supply. This readies. This readies. I'm going to need the supplies to do the research. And again, this human testing just feels like a super bad idea right now. So this is done. You only have 1 candy corn there, which is a big problem. This lack of above ground movement was bad timing for that, for sure. Alien artifact discovered. Begin this phase, make a fate draw. And roll the die. So we still have to do the rest of the phase. So I'm going to put something to remind me of that. Where did I put you? So we're still in the 4R phase. Doing a fate draw. And placing a new Super Zeds unit on now a Super Zeds comes out. Awesome. On the start space, on the number space. Oh, and roll a die. So fewest Zeds units is the mountain track or the suburbs track. On the not good track, I'm going to do the suburbs track. I'm rolling a die. Oh, interesting. Okay. So this is a save for later. lets me spend an ammo to reduce infection by a ton. So number track on the suburbs track. Oh dear God. Woof. So it goes to 1. It is the Doom Zeds. That is not good. So infection level goes up. What a horrible roll. I guess I could have done the mountain track. I was trying to save right, is what I was trying to do. So it's a 7 to a 2, which is Z times 3, becomes human advantage. Please give me a 10 plus. A 7. Wolf. Damn it. 3 damage to the Savior Core. They're here. And done. And candy corn. It's the last candy corn we have. Am I going to lose? No. All right, the beginning of the phase. All right, turn the next card out of the research deck for free. Super weapon. All right, super weapon comes in. I'm just going to put this here, and I'm going to give myself the Zed's treats. +1 hit when defending in hand to hand. All right. Now it's 4R. This flips over. Ooh, highway track. Ooh, perfect. So Raiders, Rangers, Refugees, Rescuers. I'm going to move this Refugees in. Infection level goes up. I do this. Highway track is going to get a rumor. There's only 1 unit left on the highway track. It is here. So put this down here. It's great space. During the extra phase, I can get a new hero. The other 4R, I can investigate this at any time, would be the forest track. Remove 1 super weapon if you have discovered a super weapon. Otherwise, yikes. That's gross. I have nothing to cancel that at all. But I can maximize the checkmates. I think that makes sense. I'm going to move this guy in. This goes up. A rumor on the forest track. It's going to go here. We'll figure that out. And then play this card. Remove a super component. Super code we have it, so we lose the Zed's treats. We'll have to rediscover them. It's fine. Done. And that flips over, and it's play this card highway. Might make me add research cards, which is awesome. All right, so we're done with the 4R activations. I moved my last 2 refugees in. Whatever. Infection phase. Need higher than a 6. I rolled a 7. Don't show off. Eat. I need higher than a 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have +1 because of the Savior Core. 5 because of 6. I'm good there. Zeds activated on the highway track. This comes in. I can defend because of Clarion Courier. This goes up. I'm a 3 to a 3. Oh, is that it? It's literally just an equal to. Jesus. No +1. No nothing. Wolf. Yeah, not being able to do above ground movement last round was really bad. Nothing can save this. +2 supplies, +2 ammo. Nope. 3 to a 3. Here we go. 7 or higher. A 4. Dear God. Yep. Nah, I'm toast. 7 or higher here. I mean, the hope was, again, I got it down to a 3. If I could roll the 7 or higher, I probably wouldn't need to do it twice. I mean, a 6, I still die. An 11 would have been amazing. So I do 3 damage. We kill that. We take 1 damage. That's the roll. And then we can get this rumor. The rumor here was the weapons locker. We get 5 ammo. The rumor here, because she would have come down here. Rumor there is the red phone. To launch a napalm strike. Eliminate everything. Wow. It would have been a candy corn, but that would have been really strong. Right, we start clearing that up. We get these candy corns back. I mean, we kind of had a window, but just too many saving rules not working out, just not being able to get through the research deck quick enough. If I had just ignored research, I think that's a much more interesting game. If I just let the half turning stick and then just tried to play the game out, I'm not sure. I don't think Xeno helps me all that much. He's not the greatest in combat. I was about to get another hero. I could have taken any hero I wanted and put in any above ground action, so any above ground start space. Yeah, but at that point, I think I just take Betty, try to go crazy with her. Flaming Zeds were next. Work a double shift. There you go. There's You Gotta Be Kidding. 2, Suburbs Night Assault, and then we get right at the chapter 3. And of course, chapter 3 would have started with the special event. Yikes! Rough. Yeah, just never felt in control. I mean, if you're not at the end of chapter 1 with like a pretty solid board state, it's going to be a really hard one. Did I activate the subsets? What are the subsets, dude? The tunnel track? I don't know. I don't know what the subsets are. Yeah, I probably didn't at this point. I don't know. I'm guessing no. If you're asking, I'm guessing no. Saget, oh wow, I must miss all the expensive work. How are you, Greg? How's the game going? I promise I'll play this one day, somehow, some way. Well, it's going done. Yeah, I just too much highway track activation. I mean, really, if you think about the turning point of the game, it's when I lost that civilian leader, and I had that barricade. That was a really big turn, right? Because that cost me. Not only did I end up losing a leader, I lost the barricade. I had to put Bauer over there. It made me use this the mesmerized Zeds way earlier than I wanted to. It just created a whole bunch of badness. Honestly, though, if I survive, I don't know how I'm dealing with the Doom Zeds. I really don't understand what I could have done there. I mean, I guess I probably move Hauser over. I move Hauser. I had the Warpan Black. So I get 2 more ammo from that. I can get 2 more ammo from this. So the fake cards are really my friend. The guy got another hero. That gives me a window where I can, again, I get bouncing Betty. Just use her to clean up the forest track because I really nothing else going on there. Man, I could even put her on any above ground start space. Betty on a start space is rough. I mean, I probably take Big Wheels Carter, actually. I run through. Yeah, I probably take Big Wheels Carter. Even if I get caught up, I try to run through them and then, hopefully I can put 1 damage on him, flip him over. But it was a pretty unfortunate sequence for sure. Getting the super weapon feature and then losing it was gross. Oh, that's hilarious. The next card up, not super weapon, but it would let me flip a roll, which that could be super huge. And then super weapon, antidote, super weapon. Whoo! See, I brought good luck, same as always. Imagine how bad it would be when you play with me. I can't wait, dude. I can't wait. But this was fun, man. I'm glad I tried Epic. I'll probably play it off camera once. It's just one of those games, man. Things can really snowball, and just never really got on top of it. I did like. I'm intrigued by that set of four characters. I really don't like Piazza. I find her the trickiest to really get a sustained utility out of her over the course of a game, because she always ends up in you have to like be super anticipatory with her, and this is a game that kind of defies being that anticipatory, right? Because like you're just gonna not have her that two away and things activate weird. And I mean, especially if you play with her where there's like pressure events, it's like just forget it. Like, there's really no great way to use her. You're not going to want to use that ammunition crafting with her multiple times. It's just not realistic. Um, the events I thought were going to give me a chance, and just getting. I mean, look, I ended up with 5 heroes, and well, I had 6 heroes at one point, and four, four. What are they called? Advanced civilians? No. For what are you called? Heroic civilians, and just still could not make it come together at all. Just my my battles with the regular civilians, it just went out like Swiss cheese, and just wasn't able to get enough saving rolls. I mean, even if I started winning saving rolls early, and all of a sudden you put Carter to work, he helps with the infection. I tried to just leave Zeno in the laboratory, see if that could have done much. It's hard to do a lot with the super weapon unless you have a G, but it seemed like a good window and a good use of him if I could just kind of hold everything else off. But alas, wasn't meant to be. I mean, I got the oozers out, I got the brain Zeds out. These cards came up in unfortunate order. It was like replace the Super Zeds when I didn't want to. It was, hey, a guy comes back from the dead when like no one had died yet. It was just, yeah, the order of those cards could have been a little bit better. And then of course I just get the super weapon, and I lose it. But again, it didn't matter because I did not roll a 7. Or yeah, I don't mind that card. It is the thing with the rumors. If you start going through way more fake cards than you want, I think the rumors are really nice when you do have Wilson, because you can really make sure you're timing it to get them on the table at a time that's the most helpful. Oh, yeah, that would have been brutal. The blossoming sucks. Alpha Z emerges. Sir wipes a lot. Scouting parties. Grim determination was there. City planners could have been big. So we had some interesting cards here that could have still been helpful, but I mean, I can't really complain the way the event deck came out. So I missed all of it. What was special this time? The difficulty setting, or is it some kind of scenario? No, I have it at Epic Solo. Nothing, not just the. I mean, Epic Solo is a setting, so I just put it at the longest game possible, and did a fully randomized setup from there, as per the rules. So nothing crazy. Just hadn't played this in too long. I will be back tomorrow, so you're getting double dose of Greg this week, which has been a long time, first time in a minute that I'm doing back to back. So enjoying that. But yeah, come tomorrow playing Primal. Really excited about that one. No, been talking about it for a minute. Finally, I'm gonna just have the time to get that back on the table and get my head wrapped around the rulebook again. But I played the game a ton, and I really, really like it. So going to be excited to feature that one. I was debating not doing the campaign prologue, but I just think it just makes the most sense, especially to talk through the rules and stuff and get myself wrapped around a couple of characters I haven't played all that much. And then we'll see. I mean, I might just try to play the campaign through on camera over the next couple of months, but that might be a tall order as well. So no guarantees there, but we'll see how tomorrow plays out. But this was super cool. Questions, comments, epiphanies, put them in the comment section below. I'm gonna go mourn the fall of Farmingdale once again, and just it's a tough place to be, man. Good times had by all. But yeah, this game is freaking great. I would still highly recommend it to anybody and everybody, whether you like zombies or not. Just it's a really, really well executed game, and I love getting it out. So that's about it. Hope everyone has an amazing day. Hopefully, I will see whoever I see. Hopefully, I'll see some of you tomorrow for Primal. We're gonna try to get that started around 10, and then we'll go from there. But don't totally quote me on that. Whatever the time is, check the time tonight. That will be the time I'm going to be looking to go. But I think I have it set to start around 10. So, but that's about it. Everyone have an amazing day, and until next time, happy gaming.
Solo.